and more lean look, being that your face falling in accordance with your body fat percentage.
And I want to talk about another developmental cope real quick, which is raw milk. Truly devastating for people. So the issue with raw milk is it's not being pasteurized at high heat, which is killing things like pathogens and parasites. And some of these parasites could really be life altering. That's how serious this stuff is. So you cannot just have raw milk and expect things to go well for you. You cannot just have raw milk and expect things to go well for you.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Yo, what's up, subscribers? I'm gonna try and make this video quick, but I was watching some Looksmaxxer and Black Pill stuff on Instagram, and I saw this dude named Shami, and I was like, okay, I know he makes some stuff on YouTube. Let me go check him out, right? And I was going down this Shami rabbit hole on YouTube, and I ended up stumbling across a video where it's him and this dude named Clavicular. I think that's how you say his name. And they're talking about like Black Pill, like Looksmaxxer and stuff. And they brought up like raw milk, right? The rest of the stuff I'm not really educated on, so I'm not gonna speak on. I'm just listening and learning. But they brought up raw milk. I'm not gonna say I'm like a pro, like a professor when it comes to raw milk, but I basically am a professor, right? So I just didn't like the reasons that they gave, and I'll tell you why. As you saw in the clip before, I just didn't like the reason that they gave. Like the dude speaking Clavicular, he has this whole board of fat distribution, blah blah blah, all this science and stuff. But when it comes to why raw milk is bad, it's just the most basic stupid fucking answer you've ever heard in your life. It's the most basic goy, like CDC FDA answer. Oh, it's dangerous because of the bacteria. Dude, he's literally, that's a gesture, bro. He's gesture maxing, as he would say. He's legit gesture maxing, bro. He's scared of the bacteria in raw milk. And let me guess, he doesn't work out because it hurts. Dude, and the irony of it coming from Clavicular, right? And take my words with a grain of salt, right? Just know that I've heard this somewhere on Instagram. He said, I think he said that he got caught in his dorm with steroids, so that's why he got kicked out of college. I don't know, I'm kind of fuzzy on that. But what I do know is I know he injects his face with like filler or whatever the fuck, I don't know. And then he's also getting he's getting a face surgery. So he's gonna have surgery on his face to make himself look better, quote unquote. And it's just so funny to me how you're gonna deny raw milk and say, oh no, that shit's dangerous, bro. Are you out of your fucking mind? You blowing from stupid town? And then you go around and then you go and inject your face with like filler and shit and go get jaw surgery or face surgery. Like that just seems so hypocritical and stupid to me. It doesn't make any sense. Like, how is the person, I don't know if you're on steroids or whatever. If you are listening, you're probably not. But I don't know if he's on steroids. I really don't. I don't really care, right? But if he is, that just proves my point that is like, he doesn't look like he's on steroids. But if he is on like drugs or whatever like that, it does just prove my point that he's being hypocritical. Dude, the best argument for like raw milk and how it's not bad is the fact that humans have drunk it for thousands of years. To my knowledge, pasteurization only like started in like after the Industrial Revolution because the milk was getting dirty or whatever the fuck, and they had to like burn it to get rid of the bacteria, right? But for the most part, humans have been drinking it for thousands of years, right? No problems. And now, oh, we gotta pasteurize it because of the bacteria. That's just soy stuff. Why are you scared of the bacteria in some milk, bro? Are you serious? Raw milk, the cows drink it. Come on, dude. Like, and my ethos with this is I have drank raw kefir before, which is raw milk. So I have drank raw milk before. So my ethos, I'm tatted out, I'm badged out. I have the badges, right? That's my credibility. I have, in fact, drunk raw milk before. And he said at the end of it, he said, the fact that you think you can just drink raw milk and everything will be okay is wrong. Dude, it's so funny because, like, they had the whole board like I was talking about earlier, right? And now they give this stupid rebuttal on why raw milk is bad. And this just proves their stupidity, or clavicular stupidity. Dude, the dude that he had in the video, God help me remember his name, I forgot. But I see him on Instagram all the time. I think his name is like Paul or something like that. And he hangs out with Santa Cruz, or like he's related somehow. I don't know. But what I do know is that dude has legit been drinking raw milk for God knows how long. and he's been drinking it for a while. That's what I know. And a lot of people have been drinking it for a while. And this dude's saying the fact that you can just think that you could drink raw milk and be fine is insane. They are literally drinking raw milk and being fine. So, like, it's literally in the video, you showed the dude who was drinking raw milk and being completely fine. And it was so crazy to me because all the other stuff I don't really care or know much about, the fucking fat distribution, blah blah blah. But when they got to raw milk, I thought they were gonna be like, okay, they're gonna prove it's cope like they did everything else. You know what I mean? And then they just say it's bad because it's dangerous because of bacteria. I'm like, dude, and they call it cope too. They call the raw milk cope. They call drinking raw milk cope. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have a script, so part of me if I was like going off script or whatever or rambling. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say in this rant.